12th lecture note. The title of this lecture note is Administrative Law. We are going to look at this in three aspects. The first, theory of administrative law. The second, administrative responsibility. The third, spheres of administrative management. Let us look at the first aspect, theory of administrative law. Administrative law is a branch of public law that ensures the operation of the public administration mechanism in various social spheres. The term administrative itself comes from the word administrare, which means to manage. The state manages legal entities and individuals using such an instrument as administrative law. The subject of administrative law is the sphere of public relation, that is, regulated by administrative law. Science of administrative legal relations. The purpose of management, the presence of a power subject, the method of management. The method of administrative management is the means by which management takes place. The dominant management method is imperative, which gives the manage only one behavior option. The administrative management method includes a number of management methods. Licensing, that is, permission to engage in certain activities, which can be certified by a document of the same name. Registration, that is, recording of facts or phenomena for the purpose of accounting and giving them the status of officially recognized acts, that is, registration of births or marriages, entering in the list in the accounting book. Sources of administrative law. All the forms that contain rules governing public administration, with the exception of sources of constitutional and criminal procedure law. The main sources is legal acts, such as the Code of Administrative Offenses of the Russian Federation. Subjects of administrative law are divided into two groups: manage and managing. Managed entities are those entities that are named, for example, an individual entrepreneur, the media, commercial and non-commercial legal entities, and so on. Executive authorities act as the managing entity. In this area, the state and municipal service is studied within the framework of administrative law. Let us look at the second aspect, administrative responsibility. Legal administration is carried out in three ways: inducement, encouragement, and compulsion. Administrative responsibility is a type of social responsibility for obstructing public administration. Administrative responsibility occurs if a person commits an administrative offense, which, like any offense, has the composition, that is, object, subject, objective side, subjective side of the administrative offense. The elements of each administrative offense are set out in normative legal acts. For example, the Administrative Code of the Russian Federation or the Administrative Code of the subjects of the Russian Federation. Administrative penalties are a measure of our responsibility for administrative offenses. The Administrative Code of the Russian Federation establishes the following types of administrative penalties, that is, warning, administrative fine, confiscation or seizure of the instrument or object of the administrative offense, deprivation of a special right, and so on. All administrative penalties are divided into basic and additional ones. An administrative process is a set of procedural rules that regulate bringing a person to administrative responsibility. The administrative process includes determining the subject of responsibility and determining the persons who have the authority to bring to administrative responsibility, the rules for assigning administrative penalties. The procedures for bringing a person to administrative responsibility is regulated separately. Let us now look at the third aspect: administrative areas of administrative management. The state manages society, and there are certain social spheres in this society: family, economic, educational, and so on. In each of these areas is the administration by, let me come again. In each of these areas is the administration by means of administrative methods of management. For example, management in the field of education is carried out by: first, licensing, that is issuing licensing for educational activities. The second, control, that is conducting checks on the compliance of educational activities. And with that, we come to the end of the 12th lecture note. Thanks.